It's so fluffy!
Did you catch some cool stuff in the new trailer? Gru's son's hair looks different, right? And the Harry Potter reference, did you see that? Don't worry if you missed those details, because we've got a whole bunch of awesome Easter eggs and secrets hidden in the trailer. Stick around to the end of the video to uncover them all with us. First things first, the minions are back. Remember at the end of Despicable Me 3, it seemed like they all ditched Gru? Well, they were itching to get back to their evil roots after years of good guy stuff with Gru. They even teamed up with Gru's evil twin Drew. Gotta keep that family business running, right? It looked like Gru might be flying solo, but hey, some minions still dig the good guy life. But the big question is, did Gru and Lucy catch Drew at the end of Despicable Me 3? That's a mystery we'll have to wait and see. Drew being out there is like a loose thread, like a dangling earring. We've got to know what's up with him, right? Maybe Gru and the crew will be battling bad guys while keeping an eye out for Drew's evil schemes. Speaking of Gru, his family keeps getting bigger and better. We've got his awesome daughters, Margo, Edith, and Agnes, plus his super cool wife, Lucy. And guess what? There's a new mini-me in the mix, Gru Jr. But unlike the girls who loved being part of the family, Gru Jr. seems a little, well, like he'd rather play pranks on Gru than cuddle. Kinda rough on Gru, huh? Maybe Gru Jr. will come around to the whole family thing in the movie. We'll have to wait and see. Gru definitely had a rough childhood. His mom was all over the place, he never fit in with other kids, and he forgot about consistent love. He didn't even know he had a dad until way later, and then the dude was already gone. Talk about a bummer, but look at Gru now. He's built this amazing family for himself. Sure, being a secret agent isn't exactly safe all the time, though supervillains can be tricky, but Gru's house is definitely a loving home. It's like the perfect childhood he never had. Speaking of the house, did you see the pink decorations? It looks like Gru's girls are adding their own touch. By the looks of it, Gru's house is getting a major upgrade. Remember when Gru's house looked like a total villain's lair? Well, things got a bit brighter after he adopted the girls, and even brighter with Lucy around. But guess what? There's a sneaky detail from the first movie that snuck back into the trailer for the fourth one. Can you spot it? It's a framed painting of a flower, but wait a minute, that's not just any flower, that's a sneaky villainous symbol. They've got a mini castle outside, talk about epic backyard battles, and the garage door is now a masterpiece. It looks like someone's been practicing their basketball skills. They even have personalized cereal bowls, Agnes with her adorable unicorn one, of course. It's clear Gru's giving his family everything he never had. Remember his interesting childhood with his mom? Not exactly a picture of love and stability, so it's got to be tough seeing his son push him away. We all just want Gru to catch a break, right? But the cool stuff we spotted about the newest member of the crew confirms that he'll become more like Gru as he gets older. Just like his dad, little Gru Jr. rocks a signature accessory, a gray scarf with black stripes. It's like a mini-me fashion moment. Speaking of mini-me, Gru Jr. looks a ton like baby Gru from the last movie. Same pointy nose, same little curl of hair. The only difference? His color is red, just like his mom Lucy. When Gru returns from shopping, you'll notice some bottle of drinks and other items like chips on top of the shopping table. Before you worry that Gru might be stuffing his daughters and his little baby with junk, you'll notice that everything he bought was from an organic grocery store. In that same scene, take a peek behind the girls at the cabinet. There's something super neat hidden back there. It's a tiny minion that looks just like Stuart chilling with a cool little gumball machine. But these aren't your regular gumballs, they look like eyeballs. Maybe even minion eyes? After all, Gru used to be a bad guy, and even though he's a good guy now, a little bit of mischief might still be floating around his house. And guess what else? Right below those toys, there are 4 cereal bowls lined up like little soldiers. The first one is all sparkly and shaped like a unicorn. That's gotta be Agnes's, right? Next to it is a green one, perfect for someone cool like Margo. Then there's a red bowl, probably for the tough Edith. And last but not the least, there's a black bowl, kind of like a tiny villain's lair. This was actually the very first clue in the trailer that Gru might have another little one, Gru Jr. There's another sneaky secret hidden in the trailer. Take a good look at the back of that baby carrier Lucy's using. See that letter G peeking out? That was the very first clue that their adopted son's name starts with G. Knowing Gru's love for all things Gru, fans figured out pretty fast it could be Gru Jr. Pretty funny, right? Like father, like son, kind of. In the other scene, it looks like someone's got a bug problem, literally. In the trailer, there's this green van that seems totally normal at first, but if you freeze the scene, you'll see it's actually a pest control truck. It's got that special paint job and a big scary roach symbol on the side. Pretty funny, right? Well, guess what happens next scene? A giant robot bursts out of the ground and wouldn't you know it, it's shaped like a giant cockroach. Talk about the tables being turned. The bug guys are getting squashed by a giant bug. This little scene with a van is like a tiny hint about the wild story waiting for us in the new movie by Illumination. Get ready for some buggin' fun. In the next scene, the new film seems to have a hidden Hogwarts collection, but with a villainous twist. Inside the bad guy's castle, things look strangely familiar to Hogwarts students from Harry Potter. Same kind of color, same grand feeling, but look a little closer, this ain't your friendly neighborhood school of witchcraft and wizardry. Nope, this is a Hogwarts for bad guys. The castle's emblem gives it all away. Instead of cool magical stuff, it's got symbols of old school villainy, radiation signs, dynamite, and even a knife. And get this, there's a statue in the corner of a table that looks just like this old lady who shows up later in the film. It looks like that's her office. This school of crime even has a principal's office and it's filled with funny clues. Gru grabs a shot and there's a warning about honey badgers hanging above it. Honey badgers are probably the school mascot because there's a giant golden statue of one in the background too. In the office scene, one of the paintings hides the coolest secret. It shows a guy in a green hat who looks just like Onceler from that Lorax movie. Maybe it's Onceler himself, way younger. Like a student or even a teacher at this bad guy school. The movie never tells us, but it sure is fun to think about it. That's all for our breakdown of the Despicable Me 4 trailer. We saw Gru's new family dynamic, hints of a villainous school, and some seriously cool Easter eggs. But what do you think? Could the Onceler truly be a teacher at the Villain Academy? Leave your thoughts in the comments below and let's get a discussion going. Don't forget to like this video if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to the channel for more breakdowns and Easter egg hunts. We'll see you next time.